Alright guys, hi everybody. I try to make one of these videos at the start of every year because I've been trying to live up to a promise. I made a very long time ago. And last year we kept most of that promise. I slacked off on videos towards the end of the year and I am sorry for that. But I did keep most of that promise last year. This year I intend on completely fulfilling this promise and getting myself into a good set of habits. So, let's talk about this. New streaming schedule. Sunday, Thursday, and Friday are video game streams. I will be live on Twitch. You can come in my Discord and hang out with me directly. Sunday, I'm going to try to start these by 2 o'clock, run them Eastern Standard Time, run them till 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. However long we want to go. Thursday, I'm going to run them from 1 until 5 or 6. For the most part on Thursday, I'll be taking the day off for a lighter load. So there you go for that. And Friday, we will be running from 1 to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, no later, period, end of story. Because I have Little Pip's Friday night Fallout Equestria game that she is having a blast running and I'm having a blast playing in off stream. Times will not always be 100% consistent with these, and I am sorry for that, but I promise you, at minimum, 14 to 15 hours of video game streams a week. These video game streams will be used for reviewing video games, as I should be doing in the first place. I didn't think you guys cared, and then I published my latest review for Dead Tree, and I get I'm a small channel, but 1,000 views during the holidays, or 300 views during the holiday period for this, I'm kind of okay with that. So yeah, I'll be doing the video game reviews again. Next, on Tuesdays, Dungeons & Dragons Redhurst, which is literally Dungeons & Dragons, except you're all wizards and this is Harry Potter. Ha! Suckered you in. And we will be streaming it every Tuesday from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. This time might change slightly after I move to start earlier. It might change slightly to run later. I don't know. But we'll see. Otherwise, yeah, it's every Tuesday at these times. You can sign up to be a background character and be put on the list for your character to be moved to the main character cast with Orsk Winterhelm or Moonhoof on my Discord server. You have to join the Discord server. It's in the link. The link is down below. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, and you sign up with them, and then you get to play as a background character. And then any time that your character would be on screen, you get to come in and hang out and play. And then to get moved to the main cast, someone from the current main cast must either die, retire their character, or no longer be able to play themselves. Next, Fallout Equestria RPG, sponsored by Dead Tree Studios. Check them out in the description below. They do sponsor us on Wednesday night. They don't pay me any money. I must emphasize it. They don't pay me any money, but they do provide me with free supplement updates, free books, and the Game Master who runs the Wednesday night stream. What you're hearing is also these chopsticks that I have in my hand because I feel like I need to talk like a professor. Ha! We've been running this game for 2.5 years. Every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It started in October 2017. It's almost February of 2020. It's still going. It's the most popular stream I run every week for a reason. It's also the reason why I have books. I've taken those experiences, turned it into a coherent novel, and lovingly written it for you guys. So please, do check out the books from my shop. Or you can actually look at the story on FemFiction. But on FemFiction, it's a draft version. I'm going to go over that in a minute. Shameless plugging done. If you want to get on the list of characters, which is about 15 characters people long right now, and it can be longer. It's entirely up to you guys. Talk to Moonhoof. And remember that there are patron benefits now for the actual Fallout Equestria Dead Tree novel. In addition to that, Patreon is also in the description below. Moonhoof you'll find on my Discord server. I'm going to go over this and keep drilling this into your heads. Can you tell? This is the golden thing that I love and adore and would never want to get rid of. And according to Moon, we have about at least 2.5 more years of content planned for this already. So keep coming out, keep supporting it. You'll get what you asked for. Lastly, we just started the Star Wars RPG using the revised Star Wars D20 system. It happens on Saturday at 2:30, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hetty is the one you need to talk to for the character list. And honestly, it's a lot shorter list than any other game. There's only 2 players who are currently not in the game that signed up for it. That's because we ran these signups exclusively on my Discord server. So people there would get first chance to come in there. If you want to sign up, just talk to Hetty. He's one of the moderators on my Discord. He's really easy to find. Next thing about that is we have a title crawl. Yeah, an actual like Star Wars title crawl. It's gonna be our recap every week to play a new title crawl. Here's the one for this past week. For reference for writing material and because you guys do actually turn out to watch that repost video. Lastly, every other week that isn't a game preview or a review, I need to show off a new science video. I've got a ton of science panel. Like, there's a backlog at this point. Between the holiday and the end of the year chaos that's happened and me having to look for a new place to live, there's just a ton of backlog. I need to fix that. Like, big time. So next week we will be looking at My Hero Academia and Sue's weird frog abilities. But you didn't see that one coming. Also, I'll have a brief aside as to why Bakugo isn't nearly as powerful as you think he is. And again, this week you have the press-only preview of Panzer Corps 2 to look forward to, which I'm probably recording right now. Mondays from now on, by the way, you're going to get an exercise, a little kind of short video. It's going to be me just giving an exercise body update with questions that you pose to me as basically a Fiaura rant. I did these 2.5 years ago. They're called Fiaura therapy videos. It was a wonderful time for me to be doing these. I got myself under 200 pounds. I was fit. I had energy. I generally, was just happier. And then I took on way too many projects, got stressed, depressed, had to live alone, had a massively oversized workload, and other problems that finally have just... I need to fix them. Badly need to fix them. So today, as a part of this effort, I walked 2 miles, and I've done 5 and down, which is where you do 5 sit-ups, 5 push-ups, and 5 jumping jacks, and then you do 4, 3, 2, and 1. The goal is to keep this as the dead minimum and to slowly increase it until I bring myself back under 200 pounds. I weighed 241 this morning, which I am ashamed to admit that 2 years of living alone and then a year here with Bob, I kind of spent most of the year with Bob trying to find myself again and find what I really wanted to do and keep doing to move forward. Now I'm implementing those actions, and I thank Bob from the bottom of my heart for giving me the time, space, and place to do that. I now hold you guys, here watching this, responsible for making sure this happens. Because you know I'm not an adult. And if I'm not reminded to do stuff, I won't do it. I'll get focused, I'll forget. I am forgetful. It is a trait I am ashamed of, but that is the truth. Lastly, the cast list for the audiobook, which y'all are sponsoring, comes out this week. I'm releasing it to patrons tomorrow. I'm going to build it, put it together, and get it ready, and it's going to be on Patreon tomorrow or Tuesday. Basically, tomorrow is Tuesday. I'm dumb. It'll be on Patreon on Tuesday. And then it will be released to the rest of Twitter and Discord later this week. It's a big list. We've got a lot of big pony fandom names. We've got main show talent. We've also got VAs from outside the pony fandom who are coming in to help us with a Fallout Equestria audiobook project. Do the math on that one. If you haven't been to my Discord or Twitter, you've missed a bunch of them, and I kind of want to make sure that they're all in one place so you guys can see them. My ability to pay these people is directly linked to you guys. Period. So that means Patreon and my stream tips basically dictate if I can keep paying these people to make this audiobook happen. You wanted it to happen. I've had over 100 people ask when we were going to do an audiobook or an audio play. You want it to happen. It's happening. The first chapter will be released February 8th at HarmonyCon. And every 2 weeks thereafter to 2.5 weeks, depending on retakes and reshoots, we're going to release another chapter. But on February 8th at my Fallout Equestria panel, I will be playing the full Chapter 1 for everyone to enjoy. Now, I'm going to go on a shorter walk while this video renders, and then I'm going to sit down and write Chapter 48, which you can look at the draft version of Fallout Equestria Dead Tree on FemFiction, along with the Dead Tree Studios Patreon, my playlist for the original Fiaura Therapy, where I basically go on rants like this, and my store. If you want to see Chapter 48 early, it's $3 on Patreon to see it early. If you want to insert your OC into the story, it's $25 on Patreon, and then you give me some details, and I will work out a background character for your personal character to be in the story. I was really hesitant to do this, and then I figured out the rules I wanted to apply around it, so there you go. Anyway, while I see myself out, here is a little preview of a song we've been working on for the audiobook. Of course, this preview doesn't have any words. I can't actually release the full version of this song until HarmonyCon. But here's a preview of what we've been working on. And I believe, truly, it is something uniquely Fallout Equestria. Thank you for all the support over last year, and as bad as 2019 was, it has some bright spots. And it has made me hopeful that 2020 will be much better. Thank you again, and I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your preview of Fallout Equestria Dead Tree's intro music.